Hi, welcome to Adobe Photoshop, the essentials of Photoshop. Now, the first thing I want to go into is the panels that you need in Photoshop. I did a project with Adobe Premiere, and I use it a lot for some things that aren't real complex, and I just need to know a couple of things. So when I went into Adobe Premiere, it was like, well, what do I need? What do I not need? And I've been using Photoshop since like 1993, and there are a gazillion things that it has to offer, but most people, even professionals that are the design people at Wells Fargo, only use less than 10% of Photoshop. So you have to remember, the people that design for Photoshop that work for Adobe, they have to try to make that college payment for their kids, and they have to come up with all this weird stuff to make that $300,000 a year and live in Berkeley. So, but here, I'm just going to show you right up front how to get around a lot of the stuff that you really don't even need to see. So when you launch Photoshop for the first time, you're going to see something kind of sort of like this. And I believe it's going to start out with this colors panel here, this stuff over here. Who cares what it is? Something that you, and I'm going to reset this to make sure that you're looking at the same thing. Up here in the top corner here, it shows you these different views. And I'm just going to go to Reset Essentials, and this is where you're going to start. Now, just trust me on this. This color thingy, just hold down on this color thingy and delete that. This adjustments thing, just hold down on that, drag it over here and click the X. It's gone by. This styles thing, close that thing. Layers, we want layers. I like layers. Click on channels, drag it over here, close that. Paths, drag it over here, close that. We want to keep the layers panel. Let's open a new, see these little things right here? Click here, close that. This, whatever this is, hold down on this thing, close that. We're almost done. We're going to open something that you know nothing about now. I'm going to go Window, History. We like history. Do that. Oh, look at this little thing over here. Let's drag it. Oh, we should be able to. Yeah, there we go. And I'm going to drag the history panel right here. You can see it'll dock. Okay, let's just drag it right here. Come on, dock. Stick it in there. Come on. There you go. History. Now it's there. And we can see more or less. This is all we need. All we want for now is swatches, history, and layers. These are the panels that I use. I use a lot other panels, but why confuse yourself with stuff that you don't need? So then when you're done, come up here to Essentials, go to this drop down menu and go to New Workspace. And I'm going to call this Bill's New Private Crib. How you like that? Bill's New Private Crib. I'm going to click Save. And it shows up right there. Now, I'm going to drag this over here, and I drag this over there, and now it's all messy. All of a sudden, stuff is gone. I don't know where it is, and that's okay. But if that happens, I can go to Bill's Private Crib right up here, reset Bill's New Private Crib. Bing! And we're back there. That is your Photoshop setup. If you're brand new to Photoshop, you don't need to be paying anybody's college bills. Just leave it at that, and we'll move on to the next segment.